Hello and welcome to episode 4 of True Grit TV. This is the road to redemption. Nathan, what did we see last week? Lana Austin turning on Tonga. Did you expect that?
Twice? Goodness me, Jace. You can't let me get a word in edgeways over here, my man. Now, it was a crazy it was a crazy old time. There were shenanigans afoot, but we see it quite differently. You saw some hostileness. You saw some stuff that you were frowning upon. I didn't quite see it the same way as you. But anyway, enough about the past. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about tonight. Two great matches. We've got Rio versus Charlie Morgan. How do you feel about that?
Charlie Morgan. Charlie Morgan coming back. She picked up a win last time. Do you think she can get a second win tonight?
I don't know.
Maybe. She's on a roll.
It's a potential. It's a perhaps.
But then we got to talk about our second ever Pure Grit Rules match. We got sexy Kevin Lloyd.
He's not that sexy, but against
Dan Evans.
And
I'm looking forward to that one.
A special True Grit Rules match, which we did see one of just a few weeks ago with Ellis Barker and Liam Slater. Pure Grit Rules. My apologies there. Pure Grit Rules. You're changing it every week. I can't keep up with it. It's
always been the same, Nathan. Anyway, let's get on with the show and welcome to the ring, the Queen of the Ring. This is Priscilla. Here we go, Nathan. Episode 4. And we got Priscilla, our MC for the evening.
Tell you what, she's getting more vicious and delicious every single time that I see her. I wonder if she's seen me.
Yeah. Well, what a fantastic MC that we've got here at True Grit Wrestling. And the True Grit Army agrees.
It's hard to concentrate. Look at her. Absolutely. Look at the hair. Something straightened, but I don't mind.
Hello there, darlings. Welcome to episode 4 of True Grit Wrestling Road to Redemption! It's good to see you again, darlings. I am your host, Priscilla, Queen.
No.
Hang on.
Give me that microphone.
Hang on. What's going on here? He's not meant to be here.
I don't mind it.
No, come on. What's he doing? What is he doing? Why? People just keep turning up.
You got to get a lock on that door, JC.
I'm not booked him in a match.
Okay,
What's he doing?
My name is Sean Only. I have something to say. So you'd be best served opening up your ears and listening right. The problem with this company is exactly the same problem facing British wrestling in general. It is dying on its arse, right? The problem with this entire company is the same problem facing this entire industry is in the toilet right now because of bad management, bad decisions, bad
he's
promotion.
talking to you.
Places like this dump, like this cesspit that I find myself in right now.
It's true.
Shut up. But you know what the number one issue facing British wrestling today, do you guys know what the number one problem facing British wrestling today is? It's you guys, it's you lot, it's the fans.
It's the fans.
The dirty marks clapping along, whooping away, cheering away to a mediocre, insignificant, worthless product. And you know that I'm speaking the truth. You don't like the truth because you do not like dealing with the truth. You cannot handle the truth, but I only deal
JC,
with
how
the
long are you going to let this go on for?
Speaking of the truth, one thing that I know for sure, back in the glory days of True Grit, back when True Grit meant something,
I got you, JC.
I was in main events. I was fighting for championships. The last show, I was the number one contender.
Go on, JC. I did it myself, but you got up first.
Oh, here he is. Here's my pal. Here's my old pal, JC. Here he is. Hi, I was wondering where you were. You know something, right?
Oh, good look.
I've been watching your poxy little show for the last couple of weeks. I swear down, didn't you used to have a funny little accent? What happened to your funny little accent, JC?
You always talk about funny accents.
What is his dialect? I think he's from Hartlepool.
You think you can just barge in here?
Yeah.
On True Grit TV?
Absolutely, I do whatever I want. Have you seen me? Do you know who I am? I do whatever I want, just like these people know. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Rowdy audience.
They know
Someone needs to tell them to calm down.
I know who you are, and I know you do have a match at True Grit Redemption that I've not told you about yet. So hold your horses, right? You are going to be in a four-way qualifier.
Four-way dance.
For the True Grit Games. True Grit Redemption. And his first opponent is going to be your old tag team partner, B.A. Rose.
Oh, sweet Marie Pie. I tell you what, he's an ugly man, but he's very talented.
Two opponents you will find out next week. But also next week, you and B.A. Rose are going to have to take on the tag team of Act 2. So get out of episode 4 and come back for episode 5.
There we go, there we go.
Sorry, Priscilla. Let's go with the show, please. That was, yeah, a bit of an interruption there.
I can see you trembling. You handled that like a real stallion. Well done.
Call me the trail.
Rio is in the building.
Rio looks like she means business tonight.
Absolutely.
Tough opponent for Charlie Morgan, but as I said at the beginning of the show, Charlie Morgan is on a bit of a roll. She might be looking to make it 2-0 on True Grit TV here tonight.
She did defeat the very quiet and subdued Ivy.
But Rio, yeah, no slouch. Really means business.
It's unhygienic, with COVID around.
COVID's over and True Grit's here, Nathan. Shows are back. And it didn't go on anyone. Maybe you. Sorry, that was me speaking over the announcer this week. I've learnt from you, Nathan.
You'll learn, JC. You'll learn.
Learnt everything I know from you.
Charlie Morgan with a little twisteroo there as she gets in the ring. Oh, they're having a jacket off. They're having a jacket off. Surprised that that's still a thing.
Crowd firmly behind Charlie Morgan. Fan favourite. Look, Rhea not happy with you.
Hey, listen.
Listen, why would you ask if this is still a thing?
Hey, sorry, I didn't realise that was all Jason.
Nathan, you've done it. You've done it now. I'm not protecting you here.
Hey, I didn't mean to. I don't fight ladies. I take them out for dinner, so I'm sorry if I can just...
Taking this one out for dinner, that's for damn sure.
Oh, Nathan. You got told then, as the crowd was saying.
I'd even let her pay half. I'm a gentleman.
You need to watch your mouth.
Now, I usually don't agree with Charlie Morgan, but on this occasion I think I'm going to have to.
Ring the bell!
And here we go. Our bell for episode 4 of True Grit TV, leading up to True Grit Redemption on the 4th of November. Got, yeah, Rio locking up with Charlie Morgan. Charlie Morgan showing some strength there. I didn't expect her to overpower Rio, but maybe not. But, oh, first takedown goes to Rio. But she nips straight back up.
I'm a bit flustered after what just happened.
I can see, yeah.
I got assaulted. I was accosted.
Thanks. Well, I think I said you need to be careful what you're saying. Oh, and Rio's out of the ring straight away. Rio not happy at all. First, oh, but there we go. And they're out of the ring straight away. And this, oh, and forearm straight into the face.
The lad with the cheap hat in the front is getting his money's worth tonight.
A big smile on his face. And forearms to the back. But these hits, they're brutal, Nathan. Rio looks on a forearm and straight onto the ring apron, which, yeah, we know that's the hardest part of the ring.
It certainly is.
You need to be careful. That could be you getting hit into the ring.
Because you put me in unsafe working environments, JC, and I don't agree with it.
It's that mouth of yours that will get you into trouble. And this match has been incredibly hard hitting so far. Straight into the face, so. Oh, see. Oh, and straight onto her back.
Shoulders pinned.
Thought that could have been it. So I think Rio's got the strength advantage here, but we have seen Charlie Morgan facing up to her with the brawling, but I think Charlie Morgan's got the speed, so we've got speed versus strength. But who's going to be the fiercest at this too? You've certainly seen how fierce Rio can be, but now she's definitely on top, choking her. Neil's got this. Has he got it under control? I'm not sure. It's quite hard to keep these two under control.
The Glockenspiel, Stripey Neil. He's doing his very best in between these two ladies here.
And I don't know if Charlie Morgan will take many more of these hits.
Neil will not be afraid to disqualify Riho.
What was wrong with that? What was wrong with that?
Get all breath.
Oh, super kick straight to the breadbasket there.
I don't know why they call it that. Don't keep bread there. Strange term.
Well, you do keep bread in your stomach when you eat it. The clothesline knocking her straight down.
Oh, another kick out there.
Some of these hits have been incredible. That clothesline almost took her head off. And now suplex, fisherman's. Oh, it's almost like a released fisherman's there. Now she's in the corner.
Oh, I like that. She's egging her on.
Oh. She is one mean lady, Rio.
She is.
Yeah, I can see you're still a bit flustered.
I'm trying to hide behind the ring post. I don't know the way she looks at me.
But can Charlie make it? She's got a cravat now on Rio.
I'm going to do what you did a few weeks ago. I'm going to forget it happened. Let's just call the match.
Yeah, no, need to. What's...
Oh, it's very strong indeed. She's just playing with her now.
Hit straight back down. This might not be going on for much longer. Pulling straight on the hair. I can't remember what that feels like, but I'm sure you'll tell me. Yeah, it's not.
That's been many moons.
It's been a decade.
It's like a boiled egg with eyes.
More like a baked bean, I'd say. Can Charlie mount a comeback here? Crowd firmly behind Charlie. But I don't know. Kicks to the face there. She's got him in a half Roman knuckle lock and a slap to the face. Oh, and she's going up. Oh, what an arm drag there. And what did I say? The speed's coming into play. Clothesline in the corner. Whipping to the corner. Another line. Mounting an offense here. Ducks the line. Oh, super kick.
Going for it. She hits the ropes.
And cross body off the second rope. Now we're heating up. Now Charlie's getting momentum back. And we saw, didn't we, on episode 1, Charlie can get a win from anywhere.
Yep, looks like Ivy was going to take her, and then suddenly she wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, but catches a super kick. Oh, another forearm.
Across the old shinley.
Oh, like a pump handle powerbomb there. She might have... No.
Look at the shock on the face of Rio there.
And this crowd firmly, behind Charlie Morgan, not a fan of Rio. And I thought they might be after the way that, she spoke to you, but I think they just like Charlie Morgan so much.
She's that evil.
I don't... Oh! I thought that was it. But Rio's not happy. She got a shoulder up. Neil saw it, the crowd saw it, we kind of saw it.
I didn't see it, I was hiding.
And she blocks. Another block by Charlie Morgan.
Shots to the kidney.
Oh, another one. I don't know how many more super kicks she can take. DDT. Float over DDT.
Float over DDT there, and she needs to cover her. This could be a chance. Just a 2. I saw you, Neil. Counted to 2.
I thought that was it. And sorry, I'm being unbiased here, but I just get so caught up in the action sometimes, Nathan.
I tell you what, I'm still half flustered.
I can see. You've actually lowered down in your chair a few inches. Oh, what an enziguri. I didn't expect an enziguri to come. Oh, what's coming up here? This kryptonite crunch. Bang! That's got to be it. That's got to be it. 2. Oh, his shoulder's up again. I saw the shoulder was definitely up. I thought she had her.
They call that 2 9/10 in this game. Just a hair under 3.
We have seen some big hits. We've seen some big slams. I can't believe that they're both still standing. Well, Charlie Morgan's not standing. Oh, come on. There's no need for this.
I'm not gonna get
all right. Neil needs to sort this out. I'm not going to stop her. And you definitely shouldn't. You've already been in trouble with Rio. But seriously, like, we need to stop keeping chairs under the ring. Like, yeah. Why have they even got them?
She's gone.
Oh, no.
2. And there's 2 chairs here.
Okay, now I'm worried for Neil, if I'm honest. Like, yeah.
He's a professional.
I don't know. Like, yeah.
They're having a chair.
Oh, my God.
Get involved.
On the belt. Oh, my God. I think Neil's called for a double disqualification. Yeah, they're still going. They're still brawling. And Neil's getting in between them. And Neil's showing some courage there. We're not used to seeing that from him.
Oh. Hey.
And they're gone. Neil, you need to get out of there.
JC, you need to break this up.
I'm not going anywhere near. Neil did the right thing to get away, but we've got a situation here. The match has finished. It was a double disqualification, but they're still going. And they're straight into the ring there. Into the ring post. I think we're safe behind the commentary desk at the moment, Nathan. This is turned ugly.
I think you have to do something, JC. They're still going.
I've already been in the ring once with Sean Only. I'm not getting up from this commentary desk again.
Oh, she's got a chair again. Jesus Maremba, she's got a chair again.
You want some? Get in.
Rio, on second thought, she don't think she wants it.
And there we've seen it. Is Rio going to get in?
Trust me. You want to find the chair? That can be arranged.
Oh.
But not right now.
Oh. Later.
Have you seen that, Nathan? We got a double disqualification, and Rio said, Charlie Morgan, do you want to fight with chairs, but not right now?
Charlie Morgan was ready to go at that moment.
Arranged, right?
I think we can arrange that. I'm thinking True Grit Redemption. We might have ourselves a little no disqualification match.
Rio, Charlie Morgan, chairs at the ready. Oh, wowzers. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep that jacket she threw at me. I'm going to take it to the local thrift shop.
Yeah.
I mean, not the finish we were expecting. I mean, what happened? Do you want to talk us through it? Double, disqualifications, not ideal.
Double disqualification. I mean, what was the referee even talking about? One point, I had on the floor, ground and pound. What, is that legal? What's the problem? I didn't see any problems with it. What happened is I got sick and tired of that ref screwing me over in that match, and then, to top it off, he cancelled at the end. Just about to win, just about to beat her, and that's what he does. So I can a little bit, lose my temper just a little bit. I found a chair.
I saw that.
Perfect.
Looked like you found it first.
I did find it first. And then, little Miss No Ideas has to copy me and do her own thing.
I'm not sure we're insured for this lady. Refs, can we get some assistance? We should probably get someone to see to that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the open open mic with comedian Nathan Black.
Here we are, once again, out of the way, you weasel! Come on, here we are, we're cooking now! Oh, we're cooking now! Here we are, sweet
Here's
cheeks.
my
Come
broadcast
on,
colleague,
Come on, gorgeous. Come on, my single
Nathan
Pringle.
Black.
Get a little bit of thighs. Here we are. Out we get. Come on, Cheatsy, get out. Come on, how you block? Here we are. You get a swipe left, get out of here. Right to you. Down. Oh, one night only job. Right to you. Welcome, peasants, once again to the open mic with your hero. It is I, the comedian, Nathan Black. Grazie, grazie. Now, actually, on this official episode of the open mic, I actually do not know who my guest will be at this time. JC,
that's right.
A little surprise. He said there's a debut coming. There's somebody coming.
Got a debut coming.
November. I don't know who it's going to be, but apparently they're here right now, and they want to have a little chin wag, a little gum flap on the open mic. I don't know who it is, but send on out my guest, if you please.
Thank you so much.
As coming to the ring, this is Commander Stephanie Sterling debuting at True Grit Wrestling.
Oh, wow, crikey Moses, goodness, I know who you are. Commander Sterling, right? Yes. Commander Sterling, welcome. Sorry, excuse me laughing. It is directly aimed right at you because you are ridiculous. But I'll move on to that in just a second. Easy now, chocolate starfish. Wait there just a second. Now, sheesh, peasants, please, calm down. Welcome to the open mic with Nathan Black. I know who you are. I joke, I kid, I jest. But you were across the pond. You were making some waves over, beyond in America, right? And then you moved over here because you couldn't make it there, and now you've actually been doing all right. I know you've been doing all right. You've been making some big stops at North, and you've been doing some big things, here and there, and you've been making a bit of an impression on the people. Well, I can tell you, just by looking at you, I certainly am not impressed, because I am a real, true professional wrestler, and you are a cosplaying moron. So I ask you, I tell you one other thing as well. What the hell are you wearing? Pink definitely don't look good on you. It's my colour. Jibber jabber. Hey, oh, easy now. Please.
Are you quite done? Nathan Black. You say you've seen me, I've seen you.
Thank you.
You come out here,
yes.
You flex your muscles, and you yell, look at the size of me! I'm Nathan Black, you
I think I could be a fan of Commander Sterling.
The size of you, Nathan. And honey, you don't measure up.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you've got big biceps, a big bank account, a big ego. But when I look at you, I see a small, tiny, insecure little man. Now, I saw what you did to Fenton. We all saw that.
That was good. That was some fine work.
We want Fenton! We want Fenton!
Gothy children down there, just be quiet, please. You were saying.
You're a bully, Nathan.
Good one.
Is the point. You want us to look at the size of you. How will you deal with someone who is the size of you? Or bigger?
Hey, I thought we were just out here for a little gun flapping. I ain't got no interest in actually, standing toe-to-toe with whatever it is that you're doing here. So
that's a shame, because my proposition is this. November 4th, True Grit Redemption, comedian versus commander.
Fans want to see it.
With all due disrespect, Senor Starfish, I will decline your offer because I am built for the commentary table alone. But I will leave you to do your thing that you do right now. So, Open Mic has since been discommenced. I thank you for your time. Good night. Where's the music? Show some respect. Where's the music?
A coward, a cheat, a liar. Pathetic. That is a pathetic man. Whereas I...
Sterling, watch out!
Hey, come on now! Come on! Come on, Sterling! What's up with you?
Nathan, come on. Come on, refs, come out. Nathan!
Tell them all! I'm a sexy starfish! Come on!
Nathan, get out of there!
You talking about? You talking about?
Gee, what is going on here? First Sean only, now we got Nathan doing. He's meant to be doing commentary. Refs, come on, get him out. Refs, come on, do your job.
Come on, let's go!
Right, go on, Nathan, get out of here. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, my colleague Nathan Black attacking Commander Sterling from behind there. They can't be happy with that, but yeah, so I'm a bit taken back by that. I guess I'm going to be doing a commentary without Nathan Black, but that doesn't matter because we've got the next show, or the next match. Sorry, I'm flustered seeing my commentators doing that, but I would like to introduce to the commentary desk Liam Slater, who of course was involved in the last Pure Grit Rules match, and now we're going to have the second ever Pure Grit Rules match between Sexy Kevin Lloyd and Dan Evans. How are you doing tonight, Liam?
I'm very good, JC. Thank you. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Please, I hope you're not going to get yourself in any bother like we just saw with Nathan there.
Do not worry, I'm here simply to spectate and to scout some competition.
Excellent. Let's get on with the next Pure Grit Rules match. Here we got our first Pure Grit competitor. It's Dan Evans from Liverpool, who's not looking happy tonight.
No, when does he ever look happy, in fairness? I've known Dan for a good number of years and he's been a pretty miserable guy all the way through, but one hell of a wrestler too.
Yeah, he's not a happy man, but he is a good wrestler, and you could be facing him in a Pure Grit Rules match, sometime soon.
Absolutely, that's why I'm out here.
Scouting the competition, and what good competition we've got.
Who's ready for some sexy time?
Despite the entrance, Liam, we know as well that, Kev's got some real wrestling accomplishments. Not only wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Sambo, all professional wrestling, amateur wrestling, catch wrestling. He's quite the competitor.
He's an extremely talented man, which is why I'm gutted to see him back in this garb again. He doesn't need to be Sexy Kev, he just needs to be Kev Lloyd the wrestler, but sometimes people have got to rely on gimmicks to get themselves over.
Maybe that's just him. I'm not sure if that's a gimmick. It doesn't take away from his wrestling, in my opinion.
See, I feel like it does, because if he was concentrating on his wrestling, if the text mattered to him, then he wouldn't be having to do all this prancing around. And this isn't me running down prancing around. Lovely stuff. But this isn't pure wrestling. This isn't true grit. This is silliness.
Well, I know that you refer to yourself as a postmodern wrestler, and some of this stuff you're not a fan of. I'm getting the impression.
Yeah, I'm good. Look, I like handshakes, I like wrestling, I like what happens in the ring. But unfortunately, when there's pageantry around it, it takes away from the art form in the ring.
But now I think we are going to see some art form of wrestling straight away, into Roman knuckle lock and then locking up into the ropes. this is going to be a good wrestling match in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope we are concentrating on the wrestling now because there's nothing else outside of the text.
So, how you had a match on episode 3 Pure Grit Rules. How are you feeling at this point? A different sort of environment, different sort of match. How does it feel going in at this? Different game plan at all?
Yeah, slightly. You've got to think about the rules differently. There's no pins within this. It's all. Look, I mean, if Kev concentrates on the match rather than saying that he's sexy, he might have got a submission because it is all submission based. It isn't about pins, and that's something you've got to get through your head. You've got to make sure that your game plan is different when you go into it. Great takeover there from Kev.
Nice. Yeah, and he is serious in the ring. I know you didn't like the entrance, but now, this is an accomplished wrestler.
I am not taking anything away from Kev Lloyd as a wrestler. He's fantastic. Very, very acclimated in the ring. Ton of knowledge out there. Again, he's just got to focus on what we're here to do, which is pro wrestling.
Yeah, and we're seeing a bit of a sort of feeling out process here. Do you find, you go in this maybe a bit more, slower, you're feeling each other out because you're such accomplished submission-based wrestlers, and of course you've got the round system as well.
That's a huge factor into it as well. There's only 3 rounds that you've got, which is a long amount of time. The 5-minute rounds, there's a good amount of time that's in there, but that break can just happen, and you could have momentum rolling, and it's suddenly be taken away from you. So you've really got a game plan as to when you want to make a move and maybe not run out of time. We're in early stages here, so it's really, really trying to find that moment to strike that I think Kev is trying to lock in now.
Yeah, he got in a mount position, and he's certainly got the dominant position over Dan Evans here. But at the moment, I don't see any real submission attempts by either. Still a real feeling out process. So now Dan Evans quick there. He's, reversal and another reversal.
And usually here, you'd see a pin. Shoulders are down on the mat, but that's not the case in this type of match. Which again can throw the game plan of a lesser wrestler. This is quite a stipulation you've put in place here, JC.
Yeah, well, I want to see who is the best submission-based wrestler in this Pure Grit Rules match, and how did you find that without pins? I saw it, through you off and Ellis Parker off in your match a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So we get that rope break again coming in here. Well, let's see what happens coming out of this. A clean break. Very nice. Excellent. Some great wrestling there. Some really good wrestling. You're right. It does throw you off. It does put you at a slight off step. When you go for moves, you want to go for a pin, but instead you've got to think, now I've got to lock in a submission. It changes around the way that you wrestle and your mindset when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, definitely. And although we saw that entrance from Kev Lloyd, they're both very in traditional wrestling garbs now, which, more in line with how you want things, I imagine.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that everybody needs to be me. I don't want everybody to be me, but I want them to respect what happens within the pro wrestling ring. And Dan Evans came out, he was in, and he was into the ring. Sexy Kev decided that he was going to be sexy, which I just don't feel like is the right respect that we're giving this sort of match.
Oh, he's got the ankle now. That's painful.
Absolutely. There's a great crank that came into that.
Now, if you can crank that ankle, hard enough early on in a match, then suddenly, you can't walk properly or run properly, which is going to be difficult. You need to be on your feet in these matches.
Takes the base out of you as well, so your lifting moves, stuff that you want to get some throws and takedowns in, that all comes out of the way. And again, Kev shoots down low, moves up to their head now. Do you think that we're going to see Kev go for several different body parts, or is he going to pick one body part? What do you think, JC?
Well, at the moment, he seems to be working around the body. I don't really think he's isolated any sort of body part, and that's because apart from, the ankle on Kev, we haven't really seen any danger happening. I feel it's more of a feeling out process still. And look, he's trying to go for a pin.
Trying to go for that pin and there,
that's where...
Pin.
Because he's got a background in amateur wrestling. Of course, you're trying to pin them down there. I know he does, shoot wrestling as well, but I think his amateur wrestling took over there a little bit. Oh, but now we might see something.
Absolutely, drops through into an Achilles hold there. Try to get that heel hook locked in, but moving around. Dan Evans is smart enough. He can probably turn his body to get to the ropes, but it looks like he's got a hold of his own.
Yeah, I think they've got each other's ankles there.
Yeah, Dan Evans has moved his body way over.
There we go.
The end of the round there.
And Dan was on top. Yeah, it's quite a close round, that one. I think I would probably score it to Kevin Lloyd, but
I would probably say Kev as well.
Yeah.
I think he held most of the offense. Now, something to think about here. When I came out of my first round, Ellis Barker was incredibly on top of me, and I had to change that momentum very quickly. It'd be interesting to see if someone comes out of the gates quick here, or if we approach this in the same way as we hit into round one.
We did. You came out like a house of fire. I wasn't expecting it watching it on commentary, and I'll be honest, I thought Ellis was pretty dominant, but I think that is what turned it around for you, and it was a good strategy, and they've not done that here.
No, we come straight back into that wrestling again, which is fine. That might be to the disadvantage of Dan Evans here. He needs to make a move. Again, like, Kev's a very accomplished wrestler. That's not to take anything away from Dan Evans, and I think now he's having to take that movement. He's having to get up on board. Is he going to go for that ankle again, though?
Yeah, he's after it. But, yeah, I mean, Dan Evans is no slouch at the wrestling either. We've seen some fantastic quick takedowns in this.
Absolutely, and I've seen Dan in amateur competitions as well. Oh, first strikes coming into play here, JC.
There we go, some open hand strikes there, which of course they're legal. Can't be doing closed fist in Pure Grit rules. Oh,
big headbutt.
I'm not
there
sure
from
that's
Dan
allowed.
Evans.
That's gonna get him a public warning. Yep, and it has. And that's got Dan a public warning for the headbutt.
But is that public warning also being the change of momentum that Dan Evans needed? Because now he's up on top of him. Open palm strikes coming in.
Yeah, he's in a dominant position now. So he's almost used that headbutt he's used the rules to his advantage. I'm not sure if I agree with that. How do you feel?
I do agree with that, in fairness. Oh, that's a hell of a strike there. I do agree with that. The rules in wrestling make wrestling. I love the old school World of Sport style Lord Mount Evers rules, because that allows you to play about, to create a game plan. Within the rules, we create diversity within our wrestling, and without rules, it just becomes a lawless wasteland.
That's a good point. I mean, we're seeing, talking about rules, this is quite the chess game between the two. I've got to ask you, who would you like to see yourself facing perhaps in the future if you're Pure Grit?
I would happily take on either of these men. What I'm looking at now, though, is depending on who I go on and face, depends on how I need to strategize. If I'm going up against Kev Lloyd, it's going to be wrestling, and I see his wrestling. I'm going to have to find counters to his wrestling. If I'm going against Dan Evans, he's a heavy, heavy striker, so I'm going to have to work on my guard, I'm going to have to work on covering up for strikes, and I'm going to have to find some ways of making sure that I can break him when he's going for those strikes.
Yeah, he's looking for some sort of Kimura lock now, perhaps. Maybe could see a real submission attempt, and then those hits to the back, they've got to be wearing him down.
Yeah, this has been a strong, strong round from Dan Evans here. Really strong.
Yeah, I mean, if the judges went with Kev in the first round, I think unless it changes, they're definitely going to go with Dan here. Do you agree?
I would agree. I would see that coming to a Dan Evans round here.
And I would actually, say completely neutral. I think, but here we...
Drops down into that cross arm breaker position. Dan Evans has got the fingers locked. Rolls him back up again, but there are no pins. Hang on a second.
That's going to be another. That's going to be second public warning and a yellow card. Second public warning, and we've not seen a disqualification in Pure. You and Ellis were pretty clean in your match, actually.
Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for Ellis Barker. He's a hell of a young wrestler that's coming up and through. Unfortunately, he's not as good as I am. We may see a disqualification. What are the next steps out of this? So we've seen two public warnings now. Where do we go from there?
Well, as I was saying before, I think Dan has had a more dominant round in this one. I think Kev slightly had it in the first one, but I think Dan has had it more in this one. So I think he's on top. If this goes all the way, points are to Dan. But he could get a public warning at any moment. Of course, there could be a submission which would just end it straight away.
Looking for that Kimura, there's very much a definite game plan from Dan Evans. If we get a rope break there. But the game plan is on the arm. He's looking for that left arm. He's looking to get that Kimura in, a typically weaker arm. I believe Kev Lloyd is right-armed, so that left arm maybe not as strong, maybe more susceptible to take that submission.
Good point, but at the same time, should you be taking out the stronger arm perhaps so they can't be using it, or does it really matter? You're just looking for the weak moment.
You are looking
Look
for
at those hits.
Some big, strong strikes coming through Dan Evans. And every single time that Kev tries to get into a position, Dan just breaks it with a strike. weekend. This is great for me to watch. This is a great understanding of these two men and how I might face them in a ring. For me, that's what being a postmodern wrestler is all about. Understanding your opponent, taking their strengths, taking their weaknesses, and making sure that I come out on top.
He might have a rear naked choke here.
He's got one leg grapevine in, fight in the hand.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh, whoa, that was
very, very, very close.
That was lucky. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you really need to get your fingers in to stop the choke in that position.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he wasn't getting that.
No,
like,
he really wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't moving anywhere. He was reaching and reaching for those ropes and just was not getting it. And I found myself in a similar position to this at the end of round one. And then what did I do? I went in with a house of fire, and it'd be interesting to see if Kev goes into this.
I don't know if he's got the energy. Firstly, we're a lot further in the match. You, of course, won in round 2. But, oh, here we go. Maybe you're right. He's trying.
I think, so what we're seeing here is Dan trying to take that first step forward, and Kev on the back foot manages to get a push kick in there. Drop step round into a full Nelson.
Of course, that's one of his signature moves when he's doing his standard. Oh, but yeah, he got him. Takeover. Oh, he's going back for the Kimura.
And Dan Evans, a big, beefy man, a strong man. And you've got to think that full Nelson position, while it can be advantageous at points, has a lot of ways in and out of it, has a lot of reversals into it. There's a lot of ways of breaking that. Is that a silly move from Kev Lloyd to go for that as a signature hold that he employs?
It was a bit of a Hail Mary, wasn't it? Because, I mean, he exerts so much energy at the a nice takedown.
Interesting to see the capacity on both of these men. That's that full Nelson locked in.
Oh, he got him!
Fair play, Kev Lloyd. Very, very interesting.
That was, yeah. Well done, Kev Lloyd.
Very interesting to see. I'll see Kev Lloyd on the 4th of November.
I think we may have found you an opponent for the 4th of November.
Absolutely.
With Pure Grit rules and True Grit Redemption. I want to see Kev Lloyd versus Liam Slater.
Yeah, I'm ready for him.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on commentary. That's appreciated. Liam Slater, everyone. And will they shake hands? And we've seen it. Sign of respect from both men. Different version of wrestling, different rules, Pure Grit, but what fantastic wrestling. I'd love to see it. Both of them have got Pure Grits. And this has been True Grit TV. So thank you very much for watching episode 4. We will see you next week.